evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are at Edutainment for us. We are in the studio again with Mutsuenje Priska here. Now, there are so many things in Kenya happening and we need to look at them. And today we are on the politics in Kenya. Actually, what is happening between Riggy G and our own Ruto. So, why is everyone pointing a finger at Rigathi and calling him tribal leader? I don't just understand whether it is a strategy to make Riggy G look like he's guilty and different from the rest, because actually in Kenya no one talks about politics without pointing at their region and looking like they are focusing more on their own tribe than any other. Most times, if you look at an analysis, if you take videos of different leaders going for, campaigns, and especially when they go back to their home, they actually go tribal. I don't know. If you listen cleanly to the claims of the leaders from different places, they are saying, of course, that Riggy G is focusing on negativity. Yeah, so the argument that Raila came to and the peace arguments, are in the house. That's what we're asking. How true is this? Or is this a utilitarian philosophy? Right, let's listen to the leaders from Bungoma and then we shall actually see more as the video proceeds, those from the Mlima.
Karibuni hatatembea, ataondoka kwa kukimbia. Hatakimbia peke yake, atakuwa anakimbia hatua 5, anaangalia nyuma, kisha anaongeza mwendo kasi, anaenda mbio mbio akielekea kijijini mwake, because the country doesn't require a tribe.
Kuna mtu mmoja hapa anasumbua serikali ya William Ruto. This country has moved from tribal balkanization. This country has moved away from tribal kings. This country is a united Kenya.
Sisi tukiomba kura, hatukuambia hawa wananchi ya kwamba tutawaletea rege na maneno ya banki. Tuliwaambia maneno ya maendeleo. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, wewe mkiwa na rais, mtuweke pale pale tuliambia hawa raia. Muda wetu ukiisha, hatutawaambia tumeiba nyimbo ngapi za rege. Tutawaambia zile barabara tumejenga. Tutawaambia maneno ya afya na maendeleo ya wananchi. Nikimalizia, niliona wakora yote Nairobi na wewe Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, aki wewe ni mwanaume.
All right, so actually we've seen viongozi wa Mlima. They are also pointing a finger again at the government, and they are saying they are disappointed by the union of Raila and the opposition, and they are saying they are not going to count on reggae as the aspect that is actually what they went for in when they were voted for. Now, as you watch the other videos, I want you to check whether there's blackmail by Rigathi or whether it's the government that is calling it that. Yet they are playing the same game. In Kenya, that's what challenges we actually have. Now I'm looking at Litmus, and it's very ridiculous when he talks about the fact that now there is, now that they are in government, things are going to be better. This man really ran just after the rejection of the bill, the fact of voting yes or no. Now here, the plan to impeach, how true is this? How possible is it anyway? The people of Mount Kenya claim that they voted for the president. The election had conjoined, which all of us now that is was true, and therefore there's no way they can impeach. Na wanasema chapati kitolewa, kitoweo nacho kitatolewa. Can you imagine? Now Waruguru wa Muthoni has declarations also, so indicating that the Mount Kenya people themselves. Sasa kama watu wa Mlima wenyewe ndio wanasumbuana. Okay, let's hear.
Sema, bona hatuoni sehemu zile zingine za Kenya zikiwa na mgawanyiko.
All right. So the fact that power belongs to the people, actually, this is what Gen Z came up with. And I can see how Kashmir recently was talking about the fact that people in government are now using their words, their aspects. I can actually see the truth in this. And who are the people here? Now, when you look at the Gen Z, are they only from Mulima or from Rift Valley? That's another thing that I normally wonder about Kenya, whereby people believe there's only a certain group. When somebody gets to power, then they believe they'll be there forever. Now, uchumi ni mbaya actually, and Kindiki is being told to remain as a gentleman the way he was in past, and that he should desist from any attempt to join the hungry hyenas and the greedy members of parliament like Kimani Waichungwa. Siasa za tumbo waachane nazo ya kuuza jamii yao, meaning watu wa mlima. This is what she was saying in church at Kiambu. So let's watch more and see again what we can pick from here.
The power, chapter 1, article 1 of Kenyan Constitution. Power belongs to the people. Na power iko na sisi wapiga kura. Ukweli ama uongo?
Good night.
Na doasio mamaru telewera not timato taekere todo modo ni ale ashiriki girimagana meri. Lakini hawa wabunge hawezi wakaongea. To pass over similar opinions, as many are over similar opinions, can Regadi si flower girl, na Regadi si kibaraka ya mtu, Regadi yako na wenyewe, na yeye tunampenda alivyo hata akiwa villager. Watu waacha kushindwa akituletea meheme. Any man, any elected leader ambaye analeta kinyoriro kwa Rigathi Gachagua to deal with them perpendicularly, as many as of a similar opinion say.
So yesterday there was a talk about the politics of betrayal during a church service in Thika, the county of Kiambu, attended also by the lawmaker representing Githunguri constituency, Gathoni wa Mushomba. She was in the company of the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and here's what she said.
We hate betrayal. Na ile maneno inapangwa sababu tumesikia hiyo impeachment inapangwa saa hii. Na wale ambao wanatumika kusaini na kuleta kule bunge ni wale tu walitudhulumu, wakatutukana na wakatupeleka katika uchungu ambao ninaongea. My president, please remember. I want you to remember. Kiambu County tulikupatia kura 606 na Rigathi wa Gachagua afanye kazi heshima. Wachana na Rigathi wa Gachagua afanye kazi ile tulimpatia. And replay his clips saying he will never patiana nusu mukate. That is what he said. Mimi naweza patiana nusu mukate. Barely 1 year after that, he gave out his section of government. And now, the worst and the painful part is that there is a very serious plan to push out the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. In 2 weeks, he will be home.
Yeah.
Have you seen those tweets? Those are people who are very close to the president.
Tugioka 2017 na tukirwa siasa rigi gadia kuwa kurwa ona nie ndaririe uru na nima ona ocio ndakimwetaga kimundu ona nye mukio kai ene kidrahitha so nie ngoro yakwa ni uria bundithitio ni baba na maitu nie ndiendaga kuhenania ndeka uru ngoiga njoherai nema kana ini atia ya no nie ndire mundu wa gukwa kuhura mundu ngurae haha ndimwire ati kugo acha na ndoigite oguo no ni gitui magethurano kiu twathuranire maita maigana aija matiui no aria moimite Nairobi haha ni moyo uria ndiroiga aria moimite Githumo haha ni moyo uria ndiroiga aria moimite Trans Nzoia haha ni moyo uria ndiroiga aria moimite Bungoma haha ni moyo uria ndiroiga ndire andu ari angi othe manjiraga kangumu matiari ho neguo kioski andu igicinwo Kawangware matiari ho kioski cia andu igicinwo Ndondora matiari ho biashara cia andu igicinwo Githumo nä tå raiguithania matiarä ho niä ngä thiä gå thaitha andå aitå näguo ndamå thaitha tågaikwä rä hä ria ngacaria ona mbeca itarä cia thirikari ngaruta ciakwa ngaruta cia arata ndä macokerie indo ciao nä getha matikerä hä rie näguo rä u må ndå akanjä ra wace twenderä rä u tå renderea atä niä gwakwa ndä na må thigari gwakwa kä hingo å rä a å ranjä ra ena må thigari gwake kä hingo å rä a wä kioski nä ndarä njoke njä rwo ndä å mie rä nä niä ndä raturwo kana nä å rä a wä kå rä a kioski-inä nä å rä a wä kå rä a Mathare nä å rä a wä kå rä a Kawangware nä å rä a wä kå rä a Ndandora no å ratirwo Kerwa ati kangumu serikali tuko na serikali kangumu no ndegeikare niĩ gũtirĩ gwaingĩra gwakwa na arĩa marandara gũtirĩ ũkaingĩra kwao no arĩa mathurire rĩ nao maragitĩrwo nũ niĩ ngiuga niĩ nĩ ngũmũcaria mũthuri ũcio nĩ ngũmũcaria twarie tondũ rĩrĩ ndĩ ta mũtongoria rĩ
President himself must give a nod to impeach him.
All right. So, here you have seen how Uhuru explaining why he had to pick Raila. So, actually, Kenyans have to accept that Raila is influential. Na nusu mkate ilikuja for the safety of Kenyans. Gathoni wa Mshamba indicating that Mount Kenya people will not accept betrayal. They gave Ruto 606,000. So she's claiming 70% of votes came from Kiambu. 7 million votes given from the watu wa Mlima. So, hey, the storm in presidency. Okay.
The deputy president from the diary of the executive president. Who is this person whose business is to make sure he messes around the schedules of the president so that
now again, when we look at Rigathi Gachagua, what does he say? When he was in the Kiambu in the church with Gathoni wa Mshamba, he said that the president is the greatest beneficiary of the detest of betrayal. You remember how they betrayed, how they thought Uhuru had actually betrayed them by picking Raila and wanting him to be the next president. Huh? Yeah, and some of us were asking, is he really genuine? Ama wamemtuma? You know, in Kenya you can expect everything. So now Rigiji is the king of mountain. And he's now addressing the issues of the mountain. And he's saying that the Kikuyu people hate being duped, mistreated, and all that, which is unconstitutional according to Koech. Yeah? He knows what other people don't know. And he speaks in his language. Hey. Okay.
Muko sawa sawa. Rigiji amefika hapa leo. Tuonane macho kwa macho. Ile mtu ya mlima. Watu ya mlima mko. Bora wasuguza nini? Bora wasuguza nini? Bora wasuguza nini? Nimeshukuru sana. Githurai. Sisi natoka pande ya Thika. Tulikuwa tumeenda kanisa. Tunaelekea Nairobi. Nikasema nifike hapa nimusalimie. Asanteni sana kwa kunikaribisha. Asanteni sana kwa kunikaribisha watu ya Githurai. Sisi mnajua tulikuwa hapa miaka 2 iliyopita na Rais William Ruto, si ndio? na tukaomba nyinyi maombi na kura mkatupatia, na sisi tukaagana tumfanyie kazi, na mimi mkanipigia kura kama naibu wa rais. Mlinipigia ama kunipigia? Ni nyinyi mlinipigia ama ni wajumbe? Ni nyinyi mlinipigia, na mimi mkaniambia nimsaidie rais kwa kazi, lakini nikiwa hapo kwa serikali nikuwe pia nikichunga mambo ya watu ya mlima. Niendelee kuchunga mambo ya mlima.
To be the deputy president. He has become a deputy president over certain parts of this country, totally being unconstitutional. That is not what the presidency stands for. I have never ever come to this platform, to your media house, and where issues of tea or coffee or milk, where it touches on my people, I have never ever even referred to such issues as those of the people of Kericho County, of Belgut constituency. I look at the problems of this country across board, and I do not actually in any single way subject it to be a problem.
Okay, so you actually see the discussion between,
Deputy President,
not even between, involving the three. Dan Mazo from Makueni, then we have Agathoni, and we have Koech. And you can actually see that both the government and the opposition, not actually the opposition, the DP and the president and those allies, this politics, actually it's a game, as people say. So even citizens, let's not be duped, because Rigathi is speaking as if he's so innocent, but you can actually see that from Koech's point of view, and from Dan's point of view, and even from Gathoni, all of them deserve impeachment. Yeah? So the affliction of the people, according to this, it is only that the mafias of Mount Kenya are the ones that are actually pulling their own. So why are they blaming Ruto then? And why is DP directing to other Ruto? Okay, from what I heard from Mshamba, it is clear that the president has to give a note for things like the WhatsApp, the diaries, the journeys, you know, to be put out of picture for Rigiji. The aspect that even security for him is not as it is. Even yesterday, actually, we saw that. Now, we also see that we have, now these people are the owners of UDA, according to Wamshamba. So, the Mount Kenya Mafia, sort yourself, because I don't actually see why Kenyans should be brought into all this mess. We are seeking for change, and you are diverting our attention. When I look at what the people want is about development, look at how the roads, water, and so many other things have been left out.
It's unforgivable.
Yeah.
And by the way, let me tell you some. From the experience of my community, myself and the leaders and the whole community fighting Uhuru Kenyatta, our son, a decision has been made by the community. In fact, it's a covenant. Never again shall the people of the mountain ever fight their own.
When was that decision made?
You know, the people, the Meru, the Embu, you know, they just talk slowly. That has been agreed on. And that's why you find when a few leaders are being told to fight Rigathi Gachagua, they are finding it very difficult because a decision has already been made.
When?
That, like almost a year ago.
By who?
By the community.
In what forum?
Don't worry.
There are millions.
You don't know our people.
There are millions of people.
Our people don't talk in meetings.
Okay, so we can actually see, as Kenyans, we can actually see what is happening, but the gist in the entire thing is Rigiji and Ruto are at war. And I don't know whether it is as Senator Kisii indicated that it's out of the loot, that possibly one is looting more than the other, that it's not about policy. I don't know why there's no one asking about this in the media and all that. Someone should remember and ask, is it about the loot? Because actually, if it's about the welfare of the people, then how do we begin saying what Wamulima? How do we begin saying equal shareholding? You know, these are politics ostrich politics, and I can actually see that with this, we shall just be in a cycle, yeah? We pick leaders, they come, they begin to fight, again they rejoin efforts and go on. So Gen Z, yeah, you promised us. I hope you're still watching. So if you've not actually subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. I plead with you, because actually I'm trying to do as much as I can in my capacity, and I hope that from what I'm doing it can actually inform, educate, entertain, and also help me grow. Yeah, so have a nice time. Bye bye for now.